dreams God planted in the fertile soil of you. I can't believe the hopes He's granted.
Outside of his home. So if this man Jesus visited our village, how can I know? You go and ask him, he will tell you whether Jesus visited the village in my absence or not. It should break our heart that there are people that never heard the name Jesus. I could tell you stories after stories of people who never heard the name Jesus. While in United States, we heard the gospel over and over and over again, and we have indigestion problem.
That's right.
They call it gospel hardened. Familiarity had brought contempt. Oh God, speak to us, that God revive our church. You have no right to hear the gospel the second time when there are people in the world who did not hear even one time.
Amen.
Amen.
And dearly beloved, not only that, superstitions in other countries. About 5 years ago, a story was told of an incident of a Hindu lady weeping at the bank of river Ganges. You heard about river Ganges? That holy, dirty river of India, where people believe that their sins can be washed away by that water. She was standing and weeping. One evangelist came by that way and told her about Jesus. She repented of her sin and accepted Christ.
Amen.
And she, you know why she was weeping? She was weeping because her priest had told her like this: you have already 5 girls, you don't have any son. If you want a son, there is only one way. You have to sacrifice your last child into the river, Ganges. So she came there, believed what the priest said, took the last child, threw into the water in river Ganges, sacrificed so that she may get a son. But thank God the evangelist came and told the gospel. She was gloriously saved. She was happy for salvation. But with tears in her eyes, she looked to the preacher and said, "O servant of the living God, why you did not come 1 hour back? Where is my child now?" These kind of stories, when we read, and when we hear, and when we see, our hearts must be broken. We must come out of our ignorance.
Amen. And
also some people are not informed well that the people in the world, many of them are so hungry. 84% population in India, they say, are Hindus. But that's not correct. 38% of the population in India are tribals. They belong to tribal religions. They are in the census of the country as Hindus, but they are animists, nature worshippers, and they are open to the gospel.
Amen.
Amen.
And so when we go for preaching in the tribal areas, big number of people come. As you saw there on the video, they sit on the grass waiting for the gospel to be preached, and they respond to the gospel. And so we need to come out of our ignorance, and the Lord has to give us a vision of the great opportunity in the third world countries.
Amen.
Right.
And thirdly, reason why the world is waiting is because of materialism. You know, in Matthew chapter 20, there is a story of a rich man having a vineyard, wanted to harvest the field, because in Asian countries, before the harvest or during the harvest, there is sound of abundance of rain, monsoon rains. If they do not harvest very soon, the harvest will be spoiled. So this man was searching for laborers, and to his great surprise, people, they were standing in the marketplace without going into the field for harvest. What is the meaning of marketplace? It may be Walmart or Kmart or Metro Malls or Montgomery Ward or a flea market, any kind of market. the people's heart will be pumping. Money, 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 profit, profit. That is marketplace. Marketplace stands for materialism. From morning till evening we are thinking, what shall I eat? What shall I drink? How can I be richer than my neighbor? How can I have a better automobile than I was driving last year? Oh, the shopping spree of the Christians is a hindrance in the work of God.
Amen.
Materialism. We want to accumulate things. 100 years from now, it does not matter.
That's right.
What kind of a brand name of clothes you wear.
Amen.
What kind of a briefcase you carried. It doesn't matter, but it counts. Whether you left a legacy when you die and go into the presence of Jesus Christ.
Amen.
Only one life, it will soon be past. Only what is done for Christ is going to last.
Amen.
Right.
Amen.
When you go to the shopping centers, pray and go. Lord, help me to buy the right thing at the right price, that I will not waste the money that you gave me. God wants us to be faithful stewards.
Amen.
Let us come out of our materialism. You will never give to the work of the Lord only by becoming rich. No one gives the money because they are rich. They give because the Lord tells them and their hearts are broken.
Amen.
I was in Nevada years ago, and I went to the home of a gold miner, a millionaire. We talked about the work, and he was weeping. His tears came. I was so happy, when they weep. Oh, this is a millionaire man. He is going to give millions for the work of the Lord. I was so happy. But his tears did not prompt him to do anything. But there was a truck driver in that gold mine, that whatever company or whatever it was. His name was Tim Prest. I went to his home. It was an old, a trailer home. Old trailer home. He had only 2 chairs. He went and sat on one. He asked me to sit on the other. How can I sit? There was a big cat sitting on that chair. Then only he noticed that I don't have a seat and the big cat is sitting here. He came, took the cat and threw through the window and said, sit, sit. And I sat there. Then he said, come on, C.V., tell about the work of the Lord in India, in Burma. Let me listen. I told about the work of the Lord in India, and also the story of my friend who told about the Mon tribe in Burma that never heard the gospel, where there are missionaries working without a proper support. And he looked and said like this, how much money is needed for all these 20 missionaries? Then my friend, Brother Bo Bereno, said, it will be about $300 per month. Then he said, I will take them all. I will take them all. I couldn't believe. My friend could not believe. Why? This man, he is in a trailer home. He does not have much money, but his heart is broken. He said, I will take them all.
Amen.
Amen.
This is how the work of the Lord is going on, coming out of our materialism, living a simple lifestyle, saving all what we can. Give to the work of the Lord freely. The other reason why world is waiting, because we Christians, I call it sensualism. I will explain. We use the word comfort zone. We want to be in the comfort zone. We want to be in a very nice bed, eating good food, everything so nice and soft. We don't like to be away from our people, our food, our culture, and our, that's called comfort zone. One man wanted to follow the Lord. Lord, I will follow you wherever you go. Then he said, he did not say whether follow or not. He said, the foxes have holes, and the birds of the air have got nests, but the Son of Man hath nowhere to lay down his head.
Amen.
We don't see anything more about that man, because he was looking for comfort, security, convenience for his life. Paul says, endure hardness as a good soldier of Jesus Christ.
Right.
When the Lord called me to preach to the Northeast India, I knew I was going to walk on the mountains,
Amen.
sleep in the jungles, face the wild animals, leeches on my body, hungry and thirsty, mosquitoes, as I told you last night, no running water, no electricity, no proper toilet. I knew that, but I knew one thing. There are people on those mountains, precious people, never heard about Jesus. I must reach them.
Amen.
I have to come out of the comfort zone. In that video, I was just commenting something about one experience. Let me explain a little more, because it will be so lively at this moment. After walking about 3 days, covering many mountains and valleys, on the 4th day I came to one valley near a river. I saw a village called Tausem village of the Zemei Naga tribe, who were snake worshippers. And I said, I will reach there tonight, but I will not preach tonight. I had a headache. I was hungry. I was thirsty. I was tired. I said, tonight I will have no preaching when I reach there. So I walked and walked. You know the mountain walk. You see the village as if it is very near, but you have to walk again many hours. Reached there about 7 o'clock. Opened that air-conditioned house, means whatever air is outside is inside also. Is called air condition.
Amen.
Bamboo walls, bamboo floor, sliding bamboo window, bamboo bed. And so I kept my backpack on the bamboo floor and lie down on the bamboo bed. No preaching tonight. I am going to take rest. But without asking my permission, they rang the bell, and here comes one man saying, preacher, it is time, bell is rung, people are waiting, you need to preach. I was so irritated. Do all these people think that preachers are like machines, like typewriter, that you press one button and the preaching will come very soon? No!